Welcome to part 2 of this series. If you have not checked out the earlier episode, please do click here. Please watch that before continuing this one. Let me tell you from a personal perspective why I decided to lose my body weight. I was feeling slow and old. I was probably in my mid-30s. I had a young son. He was probably 2 years old, 3 years old. And I could not imagine even playing football with him once he reaches 9 or 10. And it was a pathetic feeling. I felt really bad. If you notice any of my Facebook buddies will notice that I do not have many photographs from that era posted there. It was embarrassing. I used to feel really bad about myself. And it was at this time that I decided to make a change. Bear in mind, as we are going to learn, the changes are not big. The changes involve very simply learning a new set of skills. I'm sure each one of you are very well accomplished in your line of specialities. To make you an expert in your specialty, essentially you have learned skills and developed them over time. And in that same way, you will have to learn skills to aid in your weight loss and your weight management. Remember, it is not only about losing weight. Remember, always keep this one thing in your mind. Anybody can lose weight, but it is about keeping it off. So essentially, you have to develop a skill set. It is a well-known fact that people who lose weight will put it back on and some more within the first 3 years. So it is essential that you look at it as developing a new skill set. And I am going to tell you how right now. You see, the battle of bringing down your weight is mostly a mental battle, and in a smaller way a physical battle. You have to be prepared mentally. You have to know what to expect before you get into it. You have to look at it not as only a weight loss point of view. It has to be from point of view of you improving your fitness. And what is fitness? Fitness is simply cardiovascular strength, muscular strength and flexibility. So along with your weight, also your fitness will follow. Some of the new skills you will have to learn will include lifestyle balance, self-control, discipline, and the most important of all, it is actually also my favorite exercise. It is called putting the fork down. You pick the fork and then you learn to put it back down. And that also is the most important exercise of all. But do not worry, I am going to teach you how to manage that until the end of this session. Now we are going to get into the meat of the things and get the physicist in you excited. You remember earlier I had mentioned about the first law of thermodynamics, the law of conservation of energy. Now let me explain to you what a kilocalorie is. A kilocalorie is a unit of energy. It is the amount of heat required to boil 1 kilogram of water. That is also coincidentally how we measure the energy expenditure of our body. This is essentially the pyramid of nutrition. Caloric balance, macronutrition, micronutrition, and things like meal timing, supplementation, etc., etc. The base of the pyramid is always the strongest. The top just does not matter. You don't have the base, the top will fall off very easily. You want to lose weight, you look at caloric balance. Today I am not even going to bother about micronutrition and supplementation because it simply does not matter in your weight loss journey. When you normally start your weight loss journey, a lot of people will tell you things like lime juice will help, that is micronutrition, vitamin C, does not matter. A lot of people will tell you do not have a late dinner. Meal timing does not matter. A lot of people might tell you have a slimming powder. Supplementation does not matter. We just have to concentrate on this caloric deficit. And maybe, see, it not everyone requires in the beginning, but at a later stage when if you want to get really lean, then you might have to look at macronutrition. But essentially you just need to stop at caloric deficit. You ingest your calories simply by eating your food. And let us see now how you expend your calories. As we can see in the chart, there are 4 ways you expend your calories. The first one being BMR. Next, NEAT, EAT, and TEF. Let's see what they are. BMR is your basal metabolic rate. It is very closely connected with your body weight. So the higher your body weight, the higher your BMR. The lower your body weight, the lower your BMR. You might have often heard overweight people saying they've put on weight because they've got a slow metabolism. In fact, it is not true. When you are overweight, your metabolic rate is much higher than when you are underweight. The second way you expend calories is NEAT. NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. These are involuntary movements we do. Like when I'm talking, I'm moving my hands, I'm blinking my eyes, I need to get up and go to the loo. These are all involuntary movements which constitute NEAT. Next comes TEF, thermic effect of food. When you ingest food, energy is expended to digest that food. That is the thermic effect of food. The fourth way you expend calories is by EAT. EAT is exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is exercise. If you look at the chart, you will notice that it only constitutes a small area of that chart. I hope that this wasn't too much of an information overload, but it is important for me that you understand exactly how weight loss works. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss out on part 3 of this series. Also click the bell icon so that you get notified. Signing out, Dr. Rohan Fonseca.